I'm here with Zach Horowitz of NEH, and we're approaching race day. How are you starting to feel as we're getting close to Little 500?
Feeling very, very excited. This is my fourth and final race, so this is the last go around. Feeling very excited.
Is it a weird feeling approach the senior year race?
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird. I mean, this has been my entire life throughout college, and this has been, everything I've been looking forward to every single year. And to think that at this point I only have 16 days left in my Little 500 career, it's it's just a weird feeling. Something that I've definitely been trying to take advantage of, and just being here at the track is something I definitely don't take for granted anymore. Wow, man. I'm gonna miss this.
And how did you get started with the Little 500 in your career?
Yeah, so the Little 500 experience for me started back in 2015. I was with Alpha Epsilon Pi, and I was just inducted into the fraternity. And myself and a junior at the time, Brandon Myers, him and I got together, and we decided to create this, our Little 500 cycling team. And so we were AE Pi, and the first 3 years were awesome, and they went very well. But yeah, the experience just starting off was very weird. We didn't know anything. We didn't really have any idea what we were doing. We had all the equipment and the bikes and all that stuff from previous years and our amazing alumni. But yeah, again, we didn't have any idea where we were going or what we were supposed to be doing.
So you had no idea what was going on. You didn't know anything about the Little 500 realistically. What have you learned over those 3 years that have set you up for this upcoming race?
I mean, the things that I've learned throughout my experience are things that, you can really only learn from going through the process, right? We started our team with hardly anything. We had to, do everything we could to get riders, and even then it was hard having a consistent team with riders who were interested in coming back year after year. But the lessons I've learned have just been absolutely incredible. The biggest thing that I think I've taken away from this is that it's just important to fully believe in what you're doing and have faith in not only yourself but the teammates that you represent. And especially this year with NEH Cycling and the guys that I'm riding with and the team I represent, I haven't been happier. It's a dream that Brandon and I had in 2015, 2016, 2017, and it finally has come into fruition in 2019, and we're just very excited for the future of our program.
So you're representing a brand new team in NEH. How did that all get started?
So the start of NEH Cycling is very interesting. It all started in 2018 going into 2019. We had a small group with Alpha Epsilon Pi. It was myself, my younger brother, and two other riders, and they were not able to ride under Alpha Epsilon Pi going into 2019. So it got to the point where they were unable to represent the house. Dylan, my younger brother, did not want to ride anymore, and it was just myself, and nobody else in AE Pi wanted to ride anymore. So it got to the point where I had a choice to make. It was AE Pi and the fraternity, or it was my Little 500 career, my Little 500 experience. And this is everything that I've ever done in college. It's everything that I've ever dreamed of. To complete out my 4 years and do everything I can to really create a team that exists in the future, something I can come back and really appreciate. So that's kind of how it started, and ultimately the choice I made was to stick to my Little 500 cycling career. So myself and the two other guys that were part of AE Pi, we created our own team, Nick's English Cycling, NEH Cycling, and yeah, that's basically how it happened.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, part of the reason we're here is because I know you've got a few also hidden talents aside from just being a rider. Can you run me through them real quick?
Sure, yeah. The one that everybody loves here is my ability to balance a bike on my face, I guess some say. But yeah, I also play guitar. I have a podcast, the Little Things podcast. There's a bunch of other things that I love doing. I love playing Settlers of Catan. It's a great game. I have nationals coming up in July, so that's very exciting.
Nationals for Settlers of Catan?
Yep, National Settlers of Catan.
Oh my God, you are amazing.
The regional qualifier was in October in Cincinnati, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remarkable. But of course, we're the most interested about the bike. Can you show us? Can you prove it?
Absolutely. I'd love to.
legit incredible. Incredible.
So it goes something like that.
What's the science behind that?
Well, in any object, you have a center of mass, a center of gravity, and in a bike, especially when I'm balancing it somewhere in here, somewhere in this open space, I mean, the entire goal of balancing anything on your face or anything just straight up, and anybody can do it, is keeping the center of mass, the center of gravity, over the lowest point, and if you continue to do that, the object's just gonna stay straight up. So, yeah, anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it. Perfect.